Well, I guess it's a mission to find a champion. I mean, we are looking at our first of the semifinals. So Riley Brewster, the number 15 seed, Kaleb Hurt, the number 3 seed, and our other semifinal is going to be played here, and we'll have a championship match coming to center court here in just a little while. Thrilled to have you along for the ride on the ACO Digital Network, YouTube. Maybe make sure you smash that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell, ding, ding, so that we can get you updates and get you notifications of content as we continue to add it. These guys getting off to a pretty measured start. And you said you mentioned before we went on that this is going to be an interesting game. In what way to you as a player?
I've been sitting here trying to think what words would describe what this matchup is. This is Kaleb Hurt, who's got all the shots, but he doesn't normally use them all. AndRiley has all the shots. He gives up an early 6 right there.
And he just caught the front edge of the board there because he was coming in low and hard. And he would have taken all 3 of those through there, but he just a little bit too low. He had the power, he just didn't have the altitude.
Yeah, and we've seen 6 points is nothing. No, Doug Parker came back from 16 to nothing earlier. And this is, the first pro series we had at Charleston, West Virginia was taken by the brother of Kaleb Hurt,
Isaac,
who has been eliminated.
Yes, he has. He came in as the number 16 seed, ran into Doug Parker, and Parker took him down. Unfortunately, Parker had lost. I was going to say he lost his first game to Austin Cameron, then had to come back and get 2, but he came back and made a great comeback at 21-20. So he is in our other semifinal. We'll get you an updated score there as soon as that gets underway, and we'll find out the winner of this match against the winner of that one. That's going to be another one. It's going to be Tyler Amos, who you made mention of earlier, a name that we definitely are going to be watching for, who is Craig Irvin's doubles partner, who is our current king. Craig also eliminated from this pro series, and we will have that other semifinal match here after this one, so you won't miss any of the action.
They're sitting waiting on ready. I saw Tyler over there warming up a little bit.
This is a best 2 of 3, so they will have to wait a little while at least, but Kaleb jumps out to an early 8-0 lead.
And Finn, I'm catching a little body language from Riley here to start this match.
8-0 right now for Kaleb.
Nice bag.
That's all right. He kind of looked over here and kind of glanced out there from under his hairline to see what it was you were saying about him.
He is wrapped up more now.
Yeah, he is. He looks like, well, but what's funny is he's got 3 layers of clothing and a hoodie and shorts. So, boy.
Now a chance to get 4 of those back right here.
And I'll tell you something, Kaleb, he almost fell back out of his shoes right
there.
There it is. He did. Yeah. That's exactly right. But Kaleb stepped back and almost fell out of his shoes right there, realizing what he had done, and leaves a couple up off the backside. And now we're going to see that lead cut in half.
Yeah, and that's what Riley needed to get himself started there.
He sure did.
Any point is hard to come back from on Kaleb Hurt, but 8, 10, 12, you get behind that far, you're not going to get many opportunities.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
Now, we have seen a couple of matches where we thought, where did Caleb's focus go?
Yeah.
But what's funny is more so than any other player, he might, if he loses focus for 2 or 3 frames, he can snap it back in, and then you are doomed. If you don't take advantage of, like you said, those limited opportunities, you are done.
That's right. You got to take advantage of every single one of them. That is a perfectly placed bag by Kaleb Hurt right there.
And he tried to do it again.
He did it again.
Tried to do it again. Tried to come in low and hot, and he ended up with a big old knot.
Yeah, he did. Right in front of the board, the worst place you could put it.
Mm-hmm. The dirtiest of the dirty right there. And 13-4 is now the lead extended by Kaleb Hurt, the number 1 player in the world, and a guy who is going to be sharing the crown, I think, over the coming years with his brother Isaac, who we've talked about and was here on center court earlier today. He will certainly be basking in the afterglow of his juniors championship this morning. It's good stuff. He was able to take that single or that juniors championship today against Brock Beasley.
Yeah. As we saw Brock here earlier.
Yeah, we did. Austin Cameron came in third in the juniors, and the women's Maddie McBride took down Caitlin Ham, her doubles partner, and she took her down convincingly, 21-0 out of the queen seat. Kelsey Heidert was in third in the women's division, and in seniors, Johnny Thomas took down season 16 king of Cornhole, Gary Ferguson, 21-11, and 21-16. Paul Schrader was number 3 of the shredder.
That Kelsey Hidridge, that's her name?
Heidert,
okay. Let me tell you something. Been throwing a year.
Is that right? I have not seen her play.
That's another name. Put that down in
Kelsey
your pipe,
Heidert.
okay? Yeah.
Okay, Kelsey Heidert.
Yes,
I will remember her name.
She can flat play.
Boy, and I'll tell you something. I was wondering about this. What have we always said when Kaleb starts missing? Where does he miss?
Miss to the left. Absolutely.
Yeah. I've been watching to see that roll bag, and it just didn't perform to his specs. Those won't be long for this world up on top.
No.
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe
He jammed them up.
Maybe not.
This is going to be another fastball. Let's hope he gets it past the front of the board this time. Yeah.
Oh boy.
And
he's tried to do that a couple of times.
Nice bag by Kaleb Hurt.
Very, very well done right there. That allows him just to loft it to the center and take care of business right there.
And that's the shot making by both guys right there in that one round.
Yeah.
Riley makes a fastball, it gets 2 to drop, and then Kaleb has a bag hanging in the back. Those are just perfectly, and it goes down. So the score remains the same, and there's a one to the right, Finn.
I love that. That's my favorite Zeppelin song. Oh, the score remains. My bad. I guess you hear what you want to hear.
Yeah. I don't think I've been bringing up Zeppelin. As you get your picture taken more than Marilyn Monroe.
I'll tell you what. My personal photographer, Becky Hurt, she has somehow found a way to find, you know how they say the camera adds 10 pounds?
Yeah.
She's found a camera that has somehow added 50 pounds to all my photographs. So I do appreciate that. But
thank you, Becky.
I do ask for now photo approval before anything gets posted. All right, so these guys are going to wash there. Tater on down, 13 on 4. Kaleb Hurt holds that.
And Riley, he's a cool cook. You never know really what he's thinking. Every now and then you'll see him have some body language or a face, but most of the time he's just a cool customer.
Yeah. He's working that gum, I'll tell you that much.
You know, those matches we saw Riley and Caleb Rogers team up at the World in Branson were some of the best matches of the night, man. Some of the shots those kids were making.
When, you see Kaleb now, he's throwing, the outside arm, outside position. He's, I think, got a little bit more control now of the right side to the center of the board.
That's a good bag right there. Let's see what Riley goes up, tries to cut around, do something here.
Basically, trying to kill those two. He's going to go up and over. Oh, boy, and he set himself up to get him.
What a shot.
He set himself up. Now, will Kaleb just go ahead and take care of it? Oh, look at that. Just enough real estate to get a bag in there, and he does.
He's going to try again. I guarantee you that, man, what a shot he just made.
He's got to go up and over and get it all. Oh, well.
He gets the 10-point wash, and he's happy.
He takes those two, and he doesn't lose the bag off the side of the board, which is so often the case when you hit and bounce like that. I thought for sure he would shoot it and try to take all three, even at the risk of taking Caleb's bag. But that was a fun one to watch. The way that it was sort of like a stair step into the way that frame progressed. Fun to watch.
Oh, and there's another miss. And he's talking to himself. You don't normally see him make a whole lot of faces.
But off to the left.
Yeah. Well, it's just these players are so good. When you miss one bang, you almost know.
There it is.
Oh,
yeah.
You almost know that you're probably going to give up some points. Isn't that the way that this game has evolved?
Yeah, it really has. Yeah. Oh, boy, I thought he was going to catch that at 11 o'clock there and pull it down. And how about that? That's a great shot there from Riley to be able to put it in there and leave that bag sitting there. So he'll pick up a couple there and cut that lead down to size just a little bit more.
Like I said, you saw Doug Parker just keep climbing back, a little at a time, and all of a sudden you got the lead.
All of a sudden, you got the lead. All right, so these guys nonchalant. They've got their bag, spins down. They're ready. He grips it. Does Riley after scoring, taking that first bag. Lets it fly. Exactly what you'd expect.
You know, he's down 13-6, but he really hasn't played bad. I mean, he actually played pretty good in this match.
Well, and it's interesting. I noticed this earlier. I was out goofing around on center court, and Frank Gears and I were playing, and I think a lot of people do this, and we've discussed this before. When Kaleb makes a mistake, Riley follows him with a mistake.
Yeah.
When Riley makes a mistake, Kaleb follows him. But when they're dialed in, they're both dialed in. All right, so now, he's going to go and just lay it up.
Yep.
Just going to lay it up and hope they stay bunched, and they did.
Yeah.
So still 13-6. Kaleb holds this lead in what is a best of 3. We'll have the other semifinal here with Tyler Amos and the aforementioned Douglas Parker, the man
that's
who
going to be a great match.
nearly ruined Frank Gears' world with the frame game earlier.
Yeah.
They predicted it would never happen.
It was
and
there.
It's never happened, and Heinerman predicted it would never happen. I think Gears said he thought it would happen before the end of the year, not 3 days later. Uh-oh.
Did you see that? Did I just see what I just saw?
Yeah, it was riding the rail right off the backside. But
and there it is. He's a chance to pick up 3, and he's probably look at the face.
Yeah, doink.
And he knows it.
Yeah, it was a doink.
Yeah.
To borrow the parlance of one Chris Collinsworth.
As we see Austin Cameron walk back up after, I guess, pouting for a little while.
Yeah, he's probably gone out and had a few words with himself.
Nice finish by Raleigh.
Yep.
And
Middle's
Kaleb,
open, middle's taken, one off the back.
down the pipe.
There it is. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, you're not seeing a lot of what you wouldn't have already expected with this, other than the fact that the pace is a little bit more deliberate than I expected. I thought it would be more of a shootout.
Yeah.
But again, you've got to win too, so no reason not to pace yourself.
No.
And Riley seems comfortable in his own skin and his second skin, which would be that jersey over top of 3 other layers of clothing, while his
I'm going to borrow
shorts,
some of it too.
Yeah, while his shorts still.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
You
bag
see that
right there.
shot?
Yeah, a little scuba bag. Wait, and is he intentionally playing a defensive game here?
I think he is.
Is he?
I think
okay.
he is.
All right.
I think he knows he can get those bags. He's got the shot.
It's coming in low and hard.
What did I
nicely
tell you?
cleaned up.
What did I tell you?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, he's so sure of it, he's going to throw it next.
Yep, and here he goes right here for
the finish.
Oh, and it hung up.
He left just enough there for Kaleb to go get it on the left side.
He does.
He
And
does.
Kaleb says, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, but you know what, though, and that's part of it. When you know you can just do that whenever you want to, it probably bores you.
No, I wish I could get some of that. It wouldn't bore me.
You wouldn't be bored at all, no. I can only imagine being as good as those guys.
Me
It's
too,
boring.
Man. I got in a little groove last night like that, and I was not bored. I can tell you that right now. The spirits were talking, and I was talking some major trash.
We saw you out there at the pre-party.
Yeah.
That was a great party put together by Ed Runyon and the PCB
folks.
folks.
It was super.
A lot of fun. I saw you out there dressed head to toe in all black as the Mississippi Ninja.
That's exactly why I did that.
Is wont to do. Yeah, I just saw your head floating around in the darkness. Yeah, and you guys were all feeling pretty good. Thanks to Mission Barbecue for all the hard work that they did to put it together. The food truck, the facilities, and the availability. It was really good stuff.
Hey, and that food was freaking phenomenal.
Really good stuff. Boy, now what is he doing? He had all of that space.
But he still picks up 4 points. I don't think he's mad.
He picks up 4, but we watched him. He had just enough room for a bag. He put it in the last frame. That he had room for 2 bags and left it low.
Yeah.
Left it low. Is it an embarrassment of riches? What is it?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I like to focus on Riley's face.
Yeah.
I mean, he is so focused.
Well, like I said, he's working that gum over like
he is. They say
Pete
that
Carroll.
gum's going to heaven because he's chewing the hell out of it.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
Here we go. Come on, clean. kid.
Oh, he's going to go.
No.
Oh, boy.
That's
one
one game
up and out.
for
That's
Kaleb
going to
Hurt.
do it. All right, Kaleb Hurt takes game number 1, 21-7. They're going to post those stats. You can follow along on Scoreholio, see the PPR. You can take care of all of that by getting yourself an account. And it's fun to watch in real time to watch these comparative head-to-head scores. And, again, Scoreholio, the tournament management system, allow you to do that. You can follow along with any and all of these matches. We'll have the other semifinal match here in just a moment, and that'll be Doug Parker, Tyler Amos, the number 1 and the number 5 seed, as we work our way to a final and crown our second Pro Series championship and champion of Season 18.
Yeah.
10 of these total over the course of the 35 majors, and throughout the country, we're going to have, I believe, Thanksgiving weekend. We'll be in South Bend, Indiana. That's going to be a big one. That'll be something to be thankful for, to hang with the ACO family.
That's going to be me and you, I guess, up there in Notre Dame territory.
Man, we're going to be able to pull you. We're going to pull you all the way north, that far north. The Mississippi Ninja, where you probably crack in half. You better bring 10 suitcases of clothes.
I will have to if it's that cold up there in Thanksgiving. I'll tell you.
We'll get out there. We'll have a little turkey dinner, and then we'll go out and play.
Need somebody to give a rake.
Need a rake?
Yeah. Austin.
Wait, we got you. We're going to get a rake.
Let the king rake it.
The king's going to rake?
Yeah.
Oh, Eric's going to go in as an official so they can blame him if something goes wrong. Now, this rake, for those who don't know, he's going in and he's checking. He's going to take the bags out from under just to see if these fall. They do not fall.
Nicely
Very
done,
nicely
man.
done.
That was freaking.
I gotta be honest with you. That's one of the better rakes I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was good. Oh God!
And Riley liked it because Caleb's bag didn't fall.
Didn't fall. That's right.
Is this a purpose block by Riley Brewster?
I think it might be, but look at that. And we saw that in the
It
previous
doesn't matter.
game. Just the ability to get up and get around that early blocker, and the blocking bag was such a strategic piece of so many games, but there's so many ways that people have found to get around it.
It's not anymore.
It's become a weapon. It's become an offensive weapon.
That's for sure.
Because now, with the strength of some of these pitches, to be able to push it up the board where you want it and then drop it, take it in with you, it really has become almost an offensive play.
That's complete.
Oh boy, and it sat up top the loaded diaper. It wasn't going to go anywhere.
No.
I thought for sure that was going to fall back in.
As Riley strikes first.
How about that? Game 2. He lost game 1, 21-7. It's a best 2 of 3 until we find out who will be moving to the finals. The second semifinal will be here in just a moment at the conclusion of this best of 3. Tyler Amos and Douglas Parker.
Matter of fact, the two men has probably been the hottest here today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no question. Yeah. Tyler Amos really he came in late. I think he had the last frame game of the day and worked his way into that final. He actually to the detriment of DJ Long because DJ was tied with Isaac Hurt. Isaac had the better first frame, so Isaac advanced. And again, the Pro Series, for those who are maybe the uninitiated or if you're just kind of beginning to follow along with the ACO, an opportunity for any ACO Pro to come and enter into the tournament. You play a frame game. It's a qualifier game, 13 frames, just like you said, just like in bowling.
Yeah. Ooh.
You have 4 bags per frame, and ultimately possible score of 156, which has never been accomplished. But today, Doug Parker was damn close.
He was very, very close.
A 153.
Man, I can't take 8 bags and go 153. I'm going to tell you that right now in 13 frames.
A 153, potential 156 points. He takes that 153, and then Tyler, like I said, he allows Isaac to be able to get in there with that better first frame. And Isaac, who had done very well in the Charleston Pro Series, eliminated early in the first round.
Eric, let me holler at the truck. What was your best frame game, Eric, that you ever threw? Just kind of curious. $138.
138.
Okay, there you go.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Riley just shot one straight off the back and rattled the
and look at that cleanup time on aisle 5.
Yeah, right. He rattled that that scrim right behind the right behind the board. But again, and par, cornhole par was what was that determined to be? That was 13 frames at 8, so 104. Yeah. So that was cornhole par established.
Now,
pretty
back
average
then.
back then, but now with the technology of the bags and the
Yeah.
and the different shots and things that are available, it has certainly literally raised the bar.
Well, and Eric's talking about 138 with old school bags that would
bags.
bunch up on you. Yeah. Yeah.
Suede
Yeah,
bags.
suede bags.
All right, so Riley's got a nice flat bag with a good rotation. And boy, look at that thing. That spaceship coming out of his hand. He's just looking off to the side and trying to figure out what's going on with.
Big push by Riley.
Oh boy, and
when
he
he
rattles
gives
it
up
again.
3 more.
Rattles it again. So 4 on 3 is now going to flip-flop, and Riley's going to give up the lead here. Now he seems as he's walking down kind of holding his head, but I'm thinking he'll shake it off.
But he's gotten a lot better, too. His maturity level's gone up, as we were talking about that earlier. His has gone up a lot.
He does seem to have a short memory on a good shot or a bad shot, which is good.
I tell you, I'm still just amazed at the Austin Cameron breakdown in this Pro Series. This Doug Parker, he told me, he said, man, I saw him I talked to Doug after the match over there. He said, I saw him kind of giving up, and he said, I didn't want it to get into my head and start throwing bad too, you know?
Well, and that's what we talked about when you play to the level of your competition.
Absolutely.
Sometimes your competitor makes a mistake. You follow that mistake with a mistake. And I wonder about that psychologically. If you watch, earlier playing against Frank, I was up 17-8.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's 20-20, and it was in my head. And I've never beaten him. I was able to beat him today, but he was playing terribly, and I was lucky to get a couple of good early frames. But his demeanor and the way he was playing absolutely affected the way I started playing. Absolutely.
And you start pressing, too, because, you know, damn, am I ever going to get this last point?
Yep. All right, they dialing it in just a little bit. And
Craig was telling me that him and Kaleb went 31 rounds in their first game.
Is that right?
Yeah. 31 rounds, a 21-20 victory by Kaleb Hurt.
That's a bunch.
Yeah.
All right, so Riley should just go in here and clean all this up. I don't know.
Oh, he a little blocker.
But does that make sense?
Oh,
my God.
No blocker.
No.
There's nothing in the way of that
and
bag.
Here's the thing. It was the contact and the impact that dropped the left bag, and it was the skill of the throw that dropped the right bag. That blocker was just sitting there. Might as well have not been there.
That blocker was actually in the lane.
It should have been.
It was over
it
a
was
little
blocking,
bit. Yeah.
But then it wasn't. It's crazy. That amount, that level of ability, and then to know that just the impact on the board is going to drop that bag on the left is really really well played, because he didn't chase it. He did what he wanted to do, and the other one just went with him. Boy, he's got that blocker bag go up on the front side of the hole.
Purposely throwing those.
He's
and you
putting
see,
it right where he wants it.
That one was closer to the hole, so he just tries to run through that one. Pull it back a little bit, and he's going to go around it.
Replacement bag after replacement bag.
Yeah, there you go.
Hit the Velcro grips and rips and takes it in.
The same bag. Come on, Kaleb, can you keep it up?
Oh.
He said, okay, here we go.
I don't think this will be a blocker. Well, I'll tell you what. Fourth bag blues. Open board blues. Good golly. He was so adept at leaving it near the hole. He accidentally left it near the hole.
Yeah, to the right. Just a little bit. 10-4, Kaleb Hurt. Trying to get to the finals. He's trying to keep the Hurt name at the top of the Pro Series.
Top of the Pro Series list, yeah. And this sets up what's going to be a really big day tomorrow in singles and doubles, because, boy, I'll tell you, and you saw it today in the seniors, the field in this major is one of the best we'll see all season.
It is. Now, we might get one about like that in Owensboro.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something. When I went down this list to do my weekly picks, I'm going, who in the heck do I pick? I mean, I'm serious.
You had a lot of keep your eyes on.
Oh, absolutely. I got to throw some names out there.
Oh,
nice
boy,
shot.
up and over. That's nicely done. He doesn't seem happy with it, but none, I don't see a
liked
problem with it. Yeah, look at that. And it's interesting. It's Kaleb's bag when he has just that little sliver of the hole. Boy, there's another one. He's like, why am I doing that? Riley's asking himself, why am I doing that? But Kaleb's bag almost like folds up like a taco and goes in and then unfolds when it gets down underneath. It's kind of crazy to watch.
15-4.
All right, well, Kaleb Hurt working off of a 21-7 victory in the first game. It's a best of 3. Earlier, we saw Doug Parker take down Austin Cameron in what was a great comeback in game number 1, 21-20. Took him 21-7 in game 2, as we discussed. A little bit of a meltdown on Austin's part, but Doug was smart enough to take advantage of it and not let it affect his game. What will happen here? 21-7 is where we stand. Or 21-7 was where we stood after game number 1. 15-4 right now, and the next semifinal match will be here in just a little while. Doug Parker and Tyler Amos. We'll find out which one of those two will be facing off the winner of this match here in the Pro Series number 2 final at Panama City Beach here at the Lake Town
Wharf.
Wharf.
He's just going around that bag
Yeah,
like
it really
it's
is.
nothing.
It's like it's got its own steering wheel. Now he's just going to have to come through it. Oh, he's just going to lay low.
He's happy with that.
He's going to lay low. I thought he was just going to maybe go through it and try to finish it, but oh, look at that. Oh, what a shot.
And he stole 2 points.
What a shot. That is just pure brute force. Pure brute force.
Look at there. There's Larry Whitehead awake again.
Oh, my
Watching
goodness.
his son Cole there.
What?
Usually has to go back and watch it on replay.
I got to be honest with you. And he's standing.
He is standing.
There's no chance he will fall asleep while he's standing.
Whitehead. I love picking on him. He's such a good country. He's a country character, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, he is. Well, you could make a comic book out of this whole organization. There's so many great characters.
Somebody needs to do the show, man. I promise you.
So many great characters. We were talking about the idea today about it would be fun to, and I got to find the right person to do it, but add a little feature to the Taco Talking ACO, our webcast every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Somebody that every week gets up and does an impression of one of the players' pitch.
Oh, that would be great.
And see who could guess who it is.
That'd be great.
It's almost too easy on some cases.
It'd be
almost
hard.
too easy.
You got Fergie out there dancing,
Yeah,
give
there
it
wouldn't
away
be
easy, man.
Wouldn't be a pitch involved.
Or
in
laying down on the sidewalk
Yeah.
face first.
Yeah, right. Now look here. You got a couple sitting off in the side yard right there. So they're going to update their stats, update their scores here, and
They pick somebody like Larry Whitehead. That'd be a hard one.
yeah, I don't know. I think I got a couple of them down. I've got the Linda Oglesby pitch. I think I've got that pitch down.
She was off just off to our right over here earlier playing women. I swear I thought I was going to have to send somebody out after.
I would. Yeah.
You know.
I had a laugh. I think I've pretty much got. Oh boy! Now he's able to sneak one in there and then let one rocket off the back there, that bag. But the Tammy Williams, I think I got the Tammy Williams down too.
The pitch?
I think I've got that pitch. Gary Bearpaw.
Yeah.
I got his.
If you got his, you need to be
I don't know how to
teaching me
throw
that.
it. I can do it without a bag. I can't do it with a bag. I know that much. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, side by side with the Mississippi Ninja Boy. That thing, I think he might have broken a land speed record getting that one down there. Oh, boy, and it's going to sit up. It sits up on top in the dirty diaper.
Riley's going to grab 4.
He's going to take 4, yeah. Center court here at the Lake Town Wharf Event Center here, Panama City Beach. It is Thunder Beach Bike Week. They do it twice a year. They do it around May and then in October every year. Thousands of Harleys and other motorcycles rumbling through the streets. We're doing all the rumbling on the inside here at the event, convention center as bags continue to bounce on and through boards all over the event center. And what a great tournament it has been just so far today. Doubles and singles action tomorrow. I'm glad to have you along for the ride on the YouTube channel. Again, American Cornhole. If you're already here, hit that subscribe button and make sure you set up notifications. Just hit that bell, ding, ding, and we'll make sure that we advise you of all the upcoming content, whether it's classic, ACO Classic, some really great matches from the past, or live and curated videos after our live streams.
I think both of those guys tried to roll bag right there. And neither one of them rolled.
No, that's the most bags we've seen on top of the board since they started playing one another. And 15 on 10, Kaleb Hurt holds a 1-game advantage. And right now, after taking game 1, 21-7, they take a timeout and go down and take a look.
I don't know who called the timeout, but the other one's glad they did.
Yeah, they both took advantage of it, whoever it was. That's a fact. Oh, he's going to come in low and hard. Oh! It rolls up and hangs up.
It just hung up on the corners.
It just hung up. What's he going to do? He's just going to lay it low, and it lets it sit, and it does sit. I thought for sure that bag, I mean, honest to God, how did it stay up?
It caught the corners of the bag, caught on another bag in the board.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that stopped it.
And what is he throwing?
He's throwing the 724s.
Those Project 13s.
Yeah.
I swear I think that one was filled with helium. There was nothing holding it. There was nothing holding that up in the air.
What a great roll shot, though.
Yeah.
Just I mean, he just pulls that out when he needs it. He hadn't even thrown in hardly any of it.
Crazy.
No, Kaleb you throw it up front right near the hole, he just goes and cleans up. Very seldom. You see so many players when they throw that, trying to push through that, kick the bag off to the left and right. Not Kaleb. His always goes. This may be an airmail. Oh, he tried to go around on the other side, man.
He did.
I give up trying to call Kaleb Hurt shots.
Well, he almost has like a purposeful miss shot in his bag too.
How about that shot?
That's crazy. He put it there. It's almost like he put it up there just to go get it later. I'm gonna sit this up there and let you pay any attention to it. Then I'll go get it when I need it. Yeah, that was a bit of a miscue. This should do it. Can he take that center? Yeah, he does, and he leaves those bags sitting there too.
19 to 10.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done. So Kaleb's playing those Project 13s. Now Riley's playing. Is he playing the blood monies still?
Yeah, he may be playing. Yeah, that's what it is.
Those 724 blood monies. So I got to figure 724 is happy with the representation here on center court. 724 baggers.
We know the over the top guy was happy.
Oh yeah,
he's always happy.
Mm-hmm. As long as the bar's open.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I don't think that was a good bag by Riley right there. Here we go. We're going to stack them up again. Let's see if we can get some rolls.
Try for some rolls. He seems like he's put a little more. Oh, yeah. Well, you saw him.
Yeah.
He coiled up and ready to release that one. And,
he did.
A little deeper in his stance. That should be
right
easily
down
done.
the pipe.
Nicely done. And so effortless when he does that.
Unless he gets this bag, this game could be over.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaleb, that's going to be it. That'll do it. He don't even have to throw.
That should do it.
Game is over.
He'll toss it up and he'll finish it with an airmail. And that's going to do it. So 21 on 10. That's game number 2. Kaleb Hurt advances to the finals of the Pro Series number 2 here at Panama City Beach at the Event Center at Lake Town Wharf. We'll have your next semifinal coming up here in just a moment. Douglas Parker, Tyler Amos, who will face off against Kaleb for the ACO Pro Series Championship number 2 in Panama City Beach. He is Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja. I'm Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. Smash that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Make sure we get your notifications when the new content is added to the YouTube channel, and we'll have more for you here on the ACO Digital Network from Panama City Beach in just a moment.